Hi friends, this lesson is for Module 6, Lesson 5. Today at dinner I was thinking back to a fun day when Miles and I went to go see Monster Jam. And we got to see a whole bunch of really big monster trucks. And I was thinking, wow, we saw a ton. I wonder how many we did see. Oh, the good thing is I took a picture. Wow, look at all of those monster trucks. Now, if I want to count to see how many I have, you know me, I love to be organized. So I got one of my favorite math tools, a place value mat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and count the groups of tens and then count the ones, and then I'll know exactly how many monster trucks we saw. So first let's start with the tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there were 6 tens and 1, 2, 3, 3 ones. 6 tens, 3 ones. Friends, how do I say that the regular way? Yeah, you're right. 63. Good job, dudes. But then I remembered we saw one more when we were walking out. Oh, I forgot to add that one in. So I need another place value mat. And I'm going to do the arrow way and then write +1 above it to show that I had to add one more. That one we saw in the parking lot. If you'll notice, I added it to my picture. So now let me think. Let me count again. Let me count the tens first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's still 6 tens. They didn't change because I haven't added any groups of tens. But let me check the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, the ones definitely changed. I added 1 because that was the one in the parking lot. So I went from 63, and the arrow way shows that I changed it to one more to get 64. I'm so glad I had this memory because guess what? Our learning goal is all about that. Our learning goal says, I can change a number by one more, one less, 10 more, or 10 less. And that's what we're going to be practicing. Friends, we've done this before, but we did them with kind of small numbers. Today, we're going to get into some really big ones. Are you ready? Good, me too. Here we go. All right, so here we go. We have a picture of a whole bunch of 10 towers and then some ones. The first thing I want to do is get out my handy dandy place value mat. Now I'm going to go ahead and count my tens. Can you count them too and see if we get the same number? Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 tens and how many ones? Yeah, you're right, 1. So in my place value mat, I wrote 7 tens and 1 ones. How would I say that the regular way? Good job, 71. Now I'm going to go ahead and just like with the monster trucks, I'm going to add one more. So as you'll note, I did the arrow way and then I wrote +1 to show the change. Remember, the arrow says that we're making a change. That's the way I can show myself, oh yeah, change. And then I'm going to have to get a new place value mat to fill in with the change. Now if I have 7 tens and 1 ones and I add one more, do my tens change at all? Nah, they stay the same. But my ones for sure changed. I had 1 and now I have 2. So now I have 7 tens and 2 ones. All right, let's try another one. Can you go ahead and get a dry erase marker and a dry erase board or your math journal? Press play when you're ready because we're going to go ahead and try to fill in some place value mats together on these changes. Are you all set, friend? Okay, good. First thing I want you to do is go ahead and draw a place value mat. And can you go ahead and count all the tens and ones above the place value mat and write them in there. And we'll see how many we have. Okay, you ready? So I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tens and 1, 2, 3, 3 ones. 6 tens and 3 ones. Is that what you had? Oh, perfecto. Now, this time my arrow way is showing the change of -1 or 1 less. So I want you to go ahead and write another place value mat next to the arrow way. And then I want you to press pause and try to figure out what that would be. If I'm going to go ahead and have 1 less than 63, what number would end up in my place value mat? Press play to check yourself. Okay, you ready? I hope that you filled in both place value mats. This is where you're going to check yourself. So let's see, I had 63 or 6 tens and 3 ones, and I'm going to do 1 less. So I'm just going to take away a 1. How many ones do I have left? Yeah, 2. How many tens do I have left? Yeah, I hope you said 6 because we certainly didn't change any of the tens. We just changed the ones. So the change that I'm going to show is just going to be in the ones. I still have 6 tens, but now instead of 3 ones, I have 1 less, so I have 2 ones. Is that what you did? Ooh la la. Good job, friend. Go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, Erase your dry erase board or find a new spot in your math journal because we're going to try another one. All right, press pause while you go ahead and fill in your, oh, just kidding. I am so generous today. I already gave you the number we're going to start with. I have 6 tens and 6 ones. Let me count to make sure I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 6 tens and 6 ones. All right, go ahead and write that on your dry erase board. All right, now my arrow way is going to get a little rowdy because this time the change that I'm going to make with that arrow is plus 10 or 10 more. Can you go ahead and press pause and draw another place value mat and then show your answer after you've added 10? Okay, you ready? All right, so this is what I did. I got on my place value mat, and since it was 10 more, I'm just going to go ahead and draw in 10 more. That helps me just to make sure I know what I'm doing. All right, now I can just count my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I have 7 tens, and did my ones change? Nope, not at all. I didn't do any ones, I didn't add any ones, or I didn't take any ones away. So, if you'll notice, if you look at that first place value mat, and you look at the second place value mat, you'll notice the tens are the only thing that changed. The ones stayed the same because I did not change anything there. So that's what you really want to think about. Am I changing the ones or am I changing the tens? And make sure that your changes reflect what happened with the arrow. All right, let's try another one. Ooh, this time I drew a quick drawing. Because of course on my dry erase board, you're not going to be like drawing like big towers and like squares. It's faster just to draw sticks and circles for the ones. So there we go. I have my sticks and my circles. Can you go ahead and fill in that place value mat to match it? All right, let's see. I have, yep, 6 tens and looks like 5 ones. Is that what you got? Oh, perfecto. All right, the arrow is going to show minus 10 or 10 less before I fill in my next place value mat. Now, there are a couple ways you can solve this, but can you go ahead and press pause and try to figure out what's going to go in that second place value mat? Press play to check yourself. Okay, do you have both of them filled in? Good. All right, so it says 10 less. Well, I could just slide one out, or since I don't really like to erase things sometimes when I'm doing my good work, so I know how I changed it, I'm just going to put an X. Remember how we talked about sometimes when we're adding, we instead of doing more circles, we just do X's to show a change was made? Same thing here. If I'm doing 10 less, I'm just going to put a little X on one of the 10s. That way I don't forget that I actually did make a change. All right, how many 10s do I have left now? You're right, 5. And how many ones? Yes, 5. I can't get you. The ones didn't change. So I went from 65, 10 less from that would be 55. Wow, we're super duper good at 10 more, 10 less, 1 more, 1 less. Now, this is going to be tricky because for this one, I'm not going to draw a picture. This says 10 more than 76 is. Now, you can go ahead and draw a picture to show 10 more than 76 if you want. But what I like to do is think about what's changing. In 76, the 7 is the group of 10s. So if I'm adding 10 more, the 7 is the one that's going to be changing because that's actually worth 70. And if I add one more or another group of 10, that would be 80. So I'd have 8 tens and 6 ones. If I have 10 less than 76, again, I'm going to be looking at the tens. Go ahead and write down in that place value mat what you think 10 less than 76 would be. Oh yeah, you can totally draw a picture if you want to, but you don't have to if you just think about which one is going to change, the tens or the ones. All right, ready? Well, 10 less than 76, I had 7 tens, and I'm going to take one away. We'll make it 6 tens. So I'd have 6 tens and 6 ones. All right, friends, we have been working hard today. Our learning goal said that we can change a number by 1 more, 1 less, 10 more, or 10 less. And that's exactly what we've been doing. Now it's your turn. If you'll see, I put 3 different problems on here. 87, and then 1 more. 52, and then 10 more, and then 61, and then 10 less. I want you to copy down the pictures exactly as you see them here, and you're also going to fill in the empty place value mats to show the change that happened. All right? Make sure that you're very neat and tidy in your pictures so we can see all the changes clearly. And yes, friend, I want you to draw the arrows and write the little change above it. Those are very important. All right, good luck.